Welcome back to our Reset program. Thank you for joining me once again. We've been talking about the fear factor, and today I want us to get deeper into some of the teachings. We know 2 Timothy 1:7 tells us God has not given us a spirit of fear. Fear is a spirit, and you do not want to allow it to come into your life because it is a blessing blocker. It also causes hindrance, and it can cause you to be stagnant in life. Now, going further and going deeper, we've been talking about some different diseases and sicknesses. In fact, in Philippians 4:6, it tells us, do not fear or have anxiety about anything. Fear and anxiety work together. It says, don't fear. It says, don't fret or fear or have anxiety about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, make your requests known to God with thanksgiving. So the Bible clearly tells us not to fear. In fact, 365 times the word do not fear, or the phrase fear not or do not fear, appears in the Bible. And it's important for you to take down those scriptures. And especially if you operate in fear, if you're a type of person who is fearful about too many things, you want to meditate. You want to make sure that you confess this word over yourself so that you can get rid of the spirit of fear. Now, there are many sicknesses and diseases whose spiritual root is fear and anxiety and stress. So these three, they work hand in hand. They're like triplets. And when they work together, they can damage a person. I mean, they can even cause one to be, to die. For instance, if a person was diagnosed with cancer, all of a sudden, out of the blue, you go to the doctor's office and then they come back and tell you, hey, we found this and we found that. Well, a lot of times what happens is they might say, well, we've discovered you've got cancer and, we think you have a year to live. Well, most times those type of people, you find that within 3 months or less, they die. Why? It's not the sickness. It's not the cancer that killed them. Usually it is the fear of death that has killed them. So they've opened the door to fear. Fear will also work with a different spirit called the spirit of death. And so you don't want fear in your life because it can bring death. And so in Proverbs 17:22, it says, a joyful, cheerful heart brings healing to both body and soul, but the one whose heart is crushed struggles with sickness and depression. So this is important. The person whose spirit is crushed struggles with sickness and depression. Now, I know a lot of people, both men and women, deal with sickness and depression, but I want to focus in on women. And the reason I say that is because I am a woman and I experienced those things in my life, and I thank God that He delivered me from it. And so now when I see a lot of women struggling with stuff in life, it's because the root cause is fear. And a lot of times the broken spirit, a broken heart can open the door to so many different things, not only sickness, but it can also open the door to other things that we can be, hindered from fulfilling in our lives. So because we're out of time today, we'll focus on this verse next time by God's grace. Be blessed. And thank you so much for joining me once again. Bye-bye.